Who have been training either in Belfast, the Queen's Indoor Centre, or in North County and North County Dublin. Been a lot of snow, a lot of rain about, freezing cold conditions to come out here in the sunshine in Nepal. Beautifully driven. That's going to be four. The second boundary in the over gets us to the end of the first. Ireland Wolves, 9-1. So, action-packed start, what we expect throughout the rest of the series. 9 runs and a wicket from the first over. Going to be Sampal Kami to get things going. A lot of experience at the top level, some ODI cricket in particular. And there'll be plenty of this Irish squad looking to force their way into T20 World Cup contention.
The playing 11 or the 15-man squad. We saw plenty of experimenting in the previous series, few series. I had a small chat with Monty Desai regarding the same thing, and he agreed that Nepal are now looking to build a stable teams in the United States and in the Caribbean. Decent start this for Ireland, apart from that wicket, Lenny.
Be serious nerve. Nepali cricket is all about the passion, the love for the game, the fans, the enthusiasm.
The fans, the jam-packed stands, the grassy bank always full. Quick single this time. Sampal Kami.
Nearly chops on. Inside edge, evades the sound at the inside edge.
Sampal will not be very disheartened with that, because this could 14-1 now the score. Irish side would be looking at.
It's actually a little surprised they batted first for a couple of the tour. All those nerves, you almost want to get out there together as 11 players and just get into the action. Didn't have a practice game, there was no. The other half decided to come and have a hit.
We did see the video. Massive attempt of a pull, beaten completely. Smacking sixes out of the park. They had not seen that big sixes in this ground.
Just how different cricket is here compared to back home. In Ireland, we're used to a lot of rain, we're used to grass. There's barely any grass out on the square. Ball will turn. And that's going to angle. The second, 15-1.
ओ हाई के छ ओए के छ ओए के छ यार हाई नक्कली के
That's going to angle. The second, 15-1.
ओ हाई यार हाई नक्कली के
That's going to angle. The second, 15-1.
ओ हाई यार हाई नक्कली के
That's going to angle. The second, 15-1. Well, that's a very pleasing drive, but Powdell reads it nicely, gets across quickly to his left. Sachin, I'd to leave you to get over to the UAE for that T20 Tri-Series that followed Cricket World Cup League 2. There was some really good stuff in there from Nepal, but ultimately were they a little bit disappointed overall with that, the T20s that followed the Netherlands and Namibia?
Absolutely. I mean, Nepal, in fact, were out of the tournament at one point of the series. They got back into that match against Namibia and won out of nowhere. Brought Nepal back into the series. But Nepal did expect Nepal to win because they defeated the Netherlands very comfortably in the previous match of that final. But that has been the kind of patch for now. We've gotten into the finals, but so there's been something with the finals.
We're going to call that one a tie. The super over. We'll call that one celebrating qualification. And that's going to be too high. In the media comments, the passion from the Nepali fans is always there, but I think sometimes the emotions can get carried away. It was a very understrength squad they sent to Hong Kong. Monty Desai clearly wanted you guys. Maybe the margin of defeat was a surprise against PUBG.
Improved Nepal into that massive World Cup as well. They have a big opportunity of qualifying into the Asia Cup in wins and qualifications.
I mean, amazing from the Nepal team in the 6 games that will follow. You might be surprised if this isn't the 15 that go to Oman for the ACC Premier Cup.
Somebody will have to do what Anil Shah did against Canada. Scored 50 in his comeback match, the fastest 50 for Nepal, then scored 100 as well. I'm a little surprised why he's not in the playing 11 today, because he's been in good form, Anil Shah.
Well, you don't take on Kushal Bertel or Dipender Singh Ari. Ireland will have to learn that. That's maybe the one message I got across to them. Keep your eyes on Nepal. They're a wonderful fielding unit.
But Carmichael was sent back, and rightly so. As Lenny mentioned, that Kushal Bertel and Dipender Singh Ari, these 2 fielders you'd not want to risk.
Slight fumble from Kushal Malla for the 2nd time already this afternoon. 17 for 1.
Well, 17 for 1. Doheny and Carmichael rebuilding this innings after that 2nd ball shocker from Karan Casey.
Yeah, Ross Adair, first ball boundary, he'll have been brimming with confidence, and then a knocked back 2nd delivery. This is going to be the test for me for the earth over. It won't just be the senior Nepal side. You look at that Nepal A team that's been named, plenty of spin options in that too.
We never go short of spinners, Lenny. And left arm off spinners. It's attempted to sweep it. It's taken the leading edge. Falls in no man's land. Lucky this for Doheny.
Yeah, I think for Stephen Doheny, this is a massive tour. He's someone who would have long been identified. I think some Irish fans will think he was a little hard done by. Doesn't have the worst numbers in terms of his start to his ODI career. Just had a few technical fragilities outside the off stump. They were a little bit exposed, particularly at the very top level in the Cricket World Cup Super League. And then he found himself left out entirely. That's the importance of A-team cricket for Ireland, the Wolves as they're known. Selectors' thoughts at the senior level. Lovely shots. Good use of the crease from the young Cade Carmichael. Well, I think many in Irish cricket have been purring about this young man. Talk about potentially a world-class protege, the likes of Lorcan Tucker and Harry Tector's footsteps he could follow in. That's a gorgeous stroke of the highest quality.
Well, moves on to 11 of 9 now. Lalit conceding boundary off the 4th ball off his first over. Hasn't been in best of forms, Lalit. What will be his response?
I thought he bowled really nicely in the ODIs, the Cricket World Cup League 2 ODIs, even though they weren't the most successful for Nepal. But then just that ever-changing dynamic. There's a gulf in difference between T20I cricket and ODI cricket. And
Nepal relies heavily in this youngster, Lalit Rajbangshi.
Big appeal, pretty full, pretty straight, good enough. I don't think Doheny got outside the line, which is what he was attempting to do. It's skidded on, no turn and offer, and Rajbangshi strikes.
There could not have been an easy decision for the umpire. That was crashing middle leg. Stephen Doheny trying to play that massive sweep over the mid-wicket region. Yes, the ball would have stuck the middle off, maybe. Not at all a difficult decision for the umpire. Second wicket has fallen for the Irish team. And that slow finger of Binay Kumar Jha raised, bringing celebration for Rajbangshi and Nepal. So after 4, 25 for 2.
Carmichael, who was trapped LBW. Graphics misleading me here, apologies. In comes the new man at number 4. He's at the non-strikers. And Young Morgan topping to the crease. Stephen Doheny still there. And we will just get those graphics updated in a moment.
So Carmichael it is who made that long walk back. Wicket off the very first over for Lalit Rajbangshi. It must do a world of good for his confidence. And meanwhile, Sompal changes his end, ball from the TU gate end. And now he's turned towards the Chobar end.
Thanks to the team for getting that updated. 2 dots to start the 5th over. The problem for Ireland, losing early wickets here, winning the toss, choosing a bat first, a few nerves about. It's a long way back from here, isn't it? They don't want to lose a third in the power play.
Certainly. Bit of nerves as well. Andrew, how much does the reputation of Nepali fans and the Nepali culture affect a touring team? How much is that in the dressing room conversations and the think tank conversations?
It's all they were talking about in the build-up. A couple of very charismatic guys in this touring party, the likes of Fionn Hand, I think will become a fan favourite, the all-rounder. Beats the outside edge. The likes of Ben White, a very talented young leg spinner. Gareth Delaney hits as big a ball as, well, anyone I've ever seen. These boundaries won't be big enough for him if he gets it out of the screws. So it was really all the talk. We've probably only got about maybe 2,000 fans in at the moment. It is Holy. We're into the second day of the celebrations. Big day yesterday. So hopefully those crowds will increase throughout. Get those tickets, remember, on IME Pay. But certainly it's something, the stuff of dreams really for Irish cricketers to come out here to Nepal. Now some innovation. This is not where Doheny intended it. He's not going to mind, though. May well have gone all the way. He was looking to ramp it over his shoulder to the leg side. Instead, it catches a leading edge, and it goes all the way for 6.
A stylish 6 this. As Lenny mentioned, the ball did not find the best timing off the bat. Not at all what he intended, actually. A leading edge. Just over the rope, just outside the rope, in fact. And a 6 this for Ireland. They'll need plenty more. Nepal was slowly getting the hold off the game. And this 6 has certainly broken the shackle.
Lovely length this time. Fuller from Cammy, and Doheny can't beat him on the follow-through. One thing I've been impressed about so far for Ireland, they haven't been afraid to play their shots. I know Carmichael has obviously fallen to a big attempted slog sweep, and Doheny didn't get that where he intended, but they've been sent out with a bit of freedom, it seems, by Ryan Eagleson, the head coach.
They decided to bat first, and you were surprised by it, Lenny. But they've come in, they're looking to play the shots, not bothered by those 2 wickets that fell early. But that's the way to go. You do not want to get yourself stuck. 31 for 2 now.
Just a few more dots than they would have liked, I think, alongside those 2 wickets in this first power play. 7 runs come from Cammy's second. It's 32 for 2.
Well, it's no surprise at all. Lalit will be bowling the final over of the power play. Got a wicket in the first over of his. Got that big wicket of Kate Carmichael.
Hasn't been any tangible or noticeable spins for Rajbanshi. He can get it to grip, of course he can. But at the moment, really just skidding on.
Exactly, and I think Carmichael was looking for some kind of turn, and maybe the ball just came in really too sharp. Didn't connect the ball at all. Stands back, cuts, finds the gap. Another boundary this for Stephen Doheny. Moves on to 19. Was not a very good delivery from Lalit as well. Had plenty of time to just rock back and find the fence, which he did it in style.
Yeah, a few good signs here for Ireland. Certainly, it's hard to get across the scale of nerves they'll have had. They know how good Nepal are. But look at that, good use of the depth of the crease. Finds the gap, maybe slightly shorter, just a couple of metres shorter out to the offside. Gets more than enough of it to get 4 more. Bit of pressure on Rajbanshi. Plenty of power to come, isn't there, for Ireland? You think of the ball striking quality of Neil Rock, who had an excellent Inter-Pro season last year, the captain of this Wolves team. Gareth Delaney, a brilliant T20 tour of the UAE when Ireland were playing Afghanistan. Very nearly got Ireland over the line in that second T20I. And Fionn Hand is very capable at number 7 too. They'd love them, I think, to bat in the second half of the innings, though.
Absolutely, and we've seen plenty of sixes off the bat of Nepal and the touring teams in the previous series. Lofty Eaton got the fastest 100 ever in T20Is.
Despite the production chaos.
Serbia and Netherlands is a good choice in this kind of a track. He can generate bounce, loves bowling in that good length area. Easy single driven down the ground. And joins me in the comm box is Ayush Gautam. A very good afternoon, Ayush.
A very good afternoon, Sachin. It's a decent start for both the side. Nepal getting that early 2 wickets of Ireland Wolves. They have a lot of hard hitter to join in. What's the ideal score, Sachin, do you think, in this wicket? Because the wicket is looking flat.
Well, they decided to bat first, and they must have had an idea of the average score in that tri-series between Nepal, Namibia and Netherlands. I think they'd surely be looking at a score of more than 180. That's something I'm really certain about. A beautiful delivery, knocks the off-stump, the batter. Morgan topping.
In position. That was the previous ball, but a brilliant wicket. A much needed wicket for the Nepalese side. The willow went flying, Sachin. There's a pace in that ball. Morgan topping.